Hi, I recently received this in the mail. It is a package from Chase Militaria. Um, so we're going to open it up and take a look what's inside. I just thought I'd do an unboxing video on it because I haven't really done a video in a while. I have got a video planned for the DK52. I've managed to source, I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video on the DV52, but I've sourced a DK52. I've made a video on that. That gets released on the end of this month. So this video you're seeing, which is going to be released before, was actually made after that video. So anyway, yes, I have managed to source a DK52 Czech infant gas mask. So I hope you look forward to that. So this is also another package I got from Chase. It's nothing too exciting, but I couldn't really find anything to spend money on. So I thought I always go back to getting like photographs and postcards because I do collect a lot of them. And I thought, well, he's got quite a few at a reasonable price. I'll get that. And I did get something else that tickled my fancy. So we'll get stuck into unboxing this. And it's not toys. That's just the packaging on them. I have already taken the wrapper off. Careful with this. Right. You're not really going to see this, but right. Tell you what, I'll move the camera down like that. So you can see inside there is bits and pieces in there that I've bought. Small bits and pieces, but you know, quite nice. So there's some photographs in there, and then put that away. And we will look at World War I photographs, World War II photographs in there. We'll take a look at that in a minute, and there is also, I'm going to leave that in there, there is also something else in there. I'm going to leave that to the last. So, open this up. You can see what I'm doing. Some various postcards. That's World War I German, if you don't know already. Of course you do. So yeah, I'm just seeing what it's dated. 1916, I think that is in there. Yeah. So, nice postcard written on the back, which is what I like. And of course, World War II, German, you know, anything like here, Kriegsmarine, Luftwaffe, photographs that, you know, they tickle my fancy. So, there's one there. Obviously come out of an album, you can tell, because of when they have these black spots on, they've usually been stuck into an album. Nothing on the back, but a nice photo. I'd say early war. Yeah, with the, if memory serves, M38 field cap. So, I'll lay these out while I open them. So, a Luftwaffe one here, just an enlisted man by the looks of it. Quite a nice picture. So yeah, I'll put them out as I go along, and then I'll show them all at the end. So this one here is actually a RAD one, RAD, if you know the RAD. It was the, basically, Reich Labour Service. I can't remember the full name in German. And I'll probably butcher the pronunciation, but that's a nice photograph. Don't think I've got any RAD photos, actually. Yeah, I'll just do that. Because of the symbol there. Hopefully it won't get taken down this video for putting that there. I forgot about that anyway. Nice photo there. Oberger fighter. With his awards. Wearing the M43 field cap on there. Obviously with his wife probably. Various awards. I think that's a wound badge down there. Hard to tell with the light. I think it is, yeah. In black. Then various other awards as such. And looks like someone's wrote their initials on there or whatever. Another Luftwaffe photo. Probably two mates having a bit of a laugh. Both enlisted men by the looks of it. Blank on the back, but yeah. And like I say, I love collecting photographs and postcards, and you know, all these go in my album, and these are all dirt cheap. Another one wearing the M43 Feldmuts. I can't tell because it's a bit blurred. Maybe Unteroffizier. Sorry about my pronunciation. I think is a Unteroffizier, or it might be a Feldwebel. I can't tell with the lighting. I'm just trying to denote two pips there. Could be Oberfeldwebel. But nevertheless, he is a sergeant, or an NCO at least. I think it might be Oberfeldwebel, that rank. It's been a while since I've looked at German rank structures. Should familiarise myself. We'll come back to that one last, because that is quite a nice one. Wedding photograph by looks of it, with a fighter in here. Nice photo. M36 tunic. Show you up close. Lovely photo. He's trying to lay these all out. Excuse me. So this is a British Allied photograph, wearing the late war kind of general service cap. I think it was nicknamed the Chip. I can't remember. It was nicknamed. And I can't remember what they nicknamed the hat actually. The headdress. But nice, kind of probably mid-late war photograph there. Yeah, I think that's I'm not too clued with British things, but that is pattern 37 tunic and pattern 40. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I know more German stuff than I do with English uniforms, to be fair. There's actually two in there. Nice one here. I think they had a pre-war shoulder board, if I'm not mistaken. M38 field cap. M36 tunic. I'm just trying to spot details here. Nice photograph, and it's dated on the bottom, 1939, and it's got the obviously the printer. So yeah, quite a nice photograph, to be fair. Really nice with the authentic specs there. Yeah, there's so many photographs here, I can't even remember how many I bought. Sorry about the coughing. Okay, so back onto World War One. There, that's quite nice. So yeah, it's quite nice. Right, it's a couple there. Hopefully you can see it. Luftwaffe again, graphite, or equivalent to anyway. Nice photograph. We do have a tropical one in here, which is this one. As you can see there, I think they are wearing tropical uniforms. Not sure where, maybe Italy by the looks of it. There's no information on the back to narrow it down, but nice tropical photo. Nice one there. Luftwaffe again. NCO by the looks of it. Just checking on the shoulder boards there. That's quite nice. This one on the back, 1943, dated on there. And the print of this on the paper, Velox. I think that's Velox. Yep. 1943. Quite nice, that. Another one there, dining table. Excuse me. Looks like someone's name on the back. Probably go back and buy some more photographs of him. Officers with awards. Look like lieutenants, maybe. Can't see if there's any pips on there. Could be, I don't know if there's a pip on the one on the left. Could be Oberleutnant and Lieutenant. But yeah, regardless, commissioned officers. Another rad photo with the shovels. Nothing on the back of that one. I don't think there was anything on the back of that one. Oh no, there is. 1942 dated. How could I miss that? So yeah. Another photo of a bunker. Looked like some fighting had occurred. Don't know where it had taken place. You can see quite some damage to the bunker itself, and a lot of like trashed pieces of whatever on the floor. Maybe clothing, fabric, things like that. But yeah. Another English one. Navy. That was quite a nice picture. I think that was only £1, that one. And it says on the back, "To my darling, sweetest, I think, girl I know." Yeah. Running out of room to put these there. Another Navy one, English again. Then obviously got the printer on the back. And if you don't know postcards, basically this is where obviously it'd been developed. This is where it had been. Obviously, when you take photographs, you have a film roll. You take your photographs and you then get them developed. And obviously that's where they would have been developed and printed. The address of the... So that's that. Nice navy one. I am seriously running out of room here. I might actually leave that one till last, that big one there. So we'll have a look at this one. Looks like Helfrin. Maybe. Nice. But yeah, just trying to make some room here. Right. As you can see, it's quite filling up the space now. Another Luftwaffe one. And I didn't actually expect how big this one was. I'll have to probably frame it. But that's also a Luftwaffe one. Nothing on the back of that. So yeah. So a lot of photos. In total, there are 24 photos, I think I've just counted. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, nice pictures there. So what else have we got in the box? Now I'm gonna open it up, and you might be able to guess what it is. Put the box down. You'll probably wonder why on earth have I bought this. It's not really Militaria, is it? Well, yes and no, depends how you want to look at it. But it is very old. And it just caught my eye, and I was like, I quite like it. This is it. Now you're probably like, War Room Collector, why have you bought a doll? Yeah, I don't know, I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I like that. So, you know, it's very old. I don't know when it's from, probably maybe 40s, 50s. And I just thought I quite like it. So I picked that up, and it was relatively cheap as well. It's a bit like an action figure almost. So yeah, that's what I got as well. I decided to get that as well. So I'm gonna go for a bit of a run round and show you everything in detail. So that's my order from Chase Militaria. Sorry, video was a bit long. Didn't really feel like making a video, but the parcel had come, so I was like, yeah, it'd be good to unbox it. But yeah, that's the order from Chase. It was actually quite cheap, to be fair. The postcards and photographs were anywhere between £1 to £5, no more than about £5 a postcard. maybe £6. But you know, if you go on eBay, and that's where I usually source postcards, they're about £12, sometimes more each. And you know, Chase did free postage on this as well, so I was quite happy with that. But yeah, that's my order from Chase. The Navy toy doll, or whatever you want to call it, I'll find a place for that in the collection. You know, it's not something I would usually collect, and I wouldn't say it's something that's very valuable at all, but I kind of saw it and it's old, and I was kind of like, you know, give it a home. So that's what I did. Postcards though, I do collect them. Photographs, I do collect them, and they go in my photo album, and they kind of just sit there and I keep collecting them. Postcards are a good way to start if that's what you're into, and you're new to collecting, only because they are relatively cheap and affordable, and they don't cost lots and lots of money. Excuse me. But yeah, there are like SS photographs and postcards, things like that, originals, and they do fetch a higher price. But you know, standard photographs and postcards like this, you know, are anywhere between like £1 to £10, you know, depending where you source them. I know that photos with various awards, especially the German soldiers anyway, German troops, you know, they sometimes can be a bit demanding in price. For some reason, anytime there's a photo on eBay with an M43 field cap, Feldmuts, which is that field cap, if there's any photo with an M43 field cap on eBay, for some reason it's really expensive. Or you know, that's what I've seen anyway. I've seen, just because the photo has an M43 field cap, I've seen photos like that go for about £30 just for a photo or a postcard. I don't really understand why that is, but pre-war photographs and early war photographs with the M36 unit, and anything with like the Waffenrock, anything like that's about £5. I don't know why that is, it's just the way it is. So I was quite happy to get this lot of photographs. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the video that's going to come out at the end of the month on the DK52. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.